this is Unreal-GamingHD, and with the GoPro sitting on my head, we are starting the race from the second position. There we are, iRacing Mazda MX-5 2016. We have started from the second position, and there is a car pushing us from left hand side into the first corner, but he backs off. We badly downshifted to the second gear, back to the third gear, and we have remained on the second position and the third gear into the second corner. We are able to carry high speed through here. These cars fixed setup for everybody, so there is no setup change possible. We're proceeding to the third corner, braking mark at 50 meters. There we are, a little bit wide. We are just copying the car on the first position, and there is tiny little gap, 2 cars behind me. We are seeing tire info. It says 100% condition on all tires and 39 degrees of Celsius. It's absolute nonsense. It will probably restore when we cross the finish line. And there we are, constant gaps between P1, P2 and P3 and P4. We're going nicely, really fast on the exit, over the curbs with 100% confidence. Second gear, cut it inside. I'm just sorry for the bezels up and down. Just didn't work quite well, but I have qualified with the fastest time so far, so I was really satisfied, especially with the position on the grid. Alright, it looks like the car on the first position has increased gap to us, but the P3 is capable of driving with us equally. There seems to be a mistake from us off track, meaning 1 point down. Race control, that's what it is. The car, maybe it looked a little bit for a second, he's gonna cut us inside. That would be kinda dangerous in this corner if I consider my approach to that corner. But he backs off, and he's back by 700ths of a second approximately. We get, yeah, just 700ths of a second, as I said. I already got it in eye. Kinda late on brakes, but really in time on the apex. Really cut it inside, a little bit wide on the exit. Now with slight touch of the brake, right there in that corner. The same here, slight touch. Nicely through the corner on the exit, shifting fourth. And this was really bad, and he's looking for that inside. But he is really secure, and he doesn't want to risk anything. Nice fair approach. This pre-last corner is really tricky. Not this one, the pre-last. You can slip the shit out of you there. And there was a mistake on the exit, and the P3 is getting into the P2 in front of us. We are side by side, not anymore. He's right there, braking into the first corner, and he goes wide, and we are going back to the P2. Let's see, he has that inside line, but he backs off. Really nice close fighting right there. We really have to shout out to Alberto Moreno, Tocada, or how to say that, because he's really secure and he's not doing any dumb moves. This game is overall really good in terms of behavior, because this game actually pushes you to behave well, not to have any racing connects, no contacts, no off-track going kind of thing. But now he's in the slipstream and he's looking forward to the inside line. I'm gonna give him the inside line, but I'm gonna cut it when I see he backs off, so I secured it inside, and there is no chance he will cut me there. Nice, even speed through these two corners. It's really important to carry as much as speed as possible on this straight, shifting from fourth to the second, and we just locked the brakes, and he's again on the inside. Does he go in? We are on the inside of this corner, so we will be able to secure this corner most likely. There we are. It's really tough defending for me, but it's fair and square from both sides. There is gap to the car on P1, 4.6 seconds actually. We will see how it's gonna be when we cross the line. There we are, 4.4 seconds, and it's decreasing, meaning we were able to carry more speed on the straight, but we are going insanely wide on that curve. But again, he is not risking any dump move. I'm gonna secure that inside, going to the outside, just hit the curb, and there we are approaching to the third or fourth corner, 50 mark, meaning we should be braking, and we are going wild with releasing brake, not really in time. But I seem like I should have let him go through because I'm slowing him down. He's always able to decrease the distance between us, and then he backs out because he's scared of me. Just trying to look at the tire info, there's no changes at all. There we are, the U-turn, nicely cutting inside as usually. Slight touch of the brake, and let's go through those corners. The same here. Touch it, be on the gas, just release it for a second, and when you feel there it's under control, just push the gas, just floor it. Alrighty, second gear nicely on the inside. There is no danger from P3 at the moment. Now we are supposed to be faster on the exit, thankfully the kind of racing line we chose. Yeah, it shows there is no slipstream helping him, so that seemed to be a little bit crazy through there, but I held that, and we are approaching the third corner. Sometimes I take the third gear, sometimes I take the fourth gear. It's really depending on the situation. Now I even had to downshift. I mean, I didn't have to, I had to. Let's see what's gonna be his approach to this fourth or fifth corner. We're just gonna cut it inside, even on the exit, so I just secured the inside line and defended from the P3. This is really intense. I'm under the pressure 24/7. Throughout these 5 laps I've been pressured by the P3 Spanish or Portuguese guy. I'm not entirely sure right now. Again, just got it inside, so there is no space. He has no chance to be faster on the outside through there. There's just one ideal line. If you have made no mistakes, inside is the choice. There we are. Downshifting to the second gear right now. Inside. A little bit dangerous there on the curb, but we held that. Very last corners, really slippy here. Not really sure if to shift the third or remain at the fourth gear there. Actually, vice versa. Remain in the third or shift the fourth. There you have, there is pretty consistent gap between car in front of us, although it's like 4 seconds lead. We're still after 6 laps on P2, where we have been actually qualified, so there is no position loss. But we are still pressured by the P3, and there's still 4 more laps going on. nicely in the inside of the corner, and there is no attempt, no crazy behavior from the P3. That's what we want to see, that's what we like. No contact whatsoever. Really a huge shout out to this guy behind us. And there we have gone wild and wide, but still there is inside line for us. So if you are actually able in that corner to get to the same level of the car from the outside, then you will be advantage with the inside cut. Now a little bit of defending, a little bit defensive move to the inside, and there we are, loads of bumps over there through that corner, but we held that. We have to also mention that there is a car on the P4 approximately, and it's really approaching. I can always see it in my mirror right in the middle of the screen on the top of it, and it's about 2 seconds to 3 seconds. We have to be careful, we can be dropped from the second to the fourth. There he goes, secure entry into the corner once again from the P3. There we can feel a little bit understeer, but nothing we won't be able to deal with. So there is already 8 seconds to the Fabio Nilo on the P1, and we can see we are catching P9 and P8. We might be even lapping them if there is any issue in terms of driving, but let's focus on the P2, P3 fight. There is attempt going on the left hand side of us, so we're gonna defend this inside of the corner. Let's see if he's able to carry any speed to be danger. But there you can see that it's P4, it's pushing him hard, so he has to be concerned, not just taking the second position, but defending his current third position. This might leave us some room to build up some gap to the P2 and the P4, because P3 and the P4, there is no more fight just for the second position. There is a danger of being fourth as well, which means dropping below the podium finishes. Nice apex there. It just been hit like that, and we are fast on the exit, so we don't need to worry about the slipstream problem here. But we might be facing the inside approach from the P3, and it's really intense. There's definitely 3 cars fighting for the P2, even though P4 haven't met me and didn't join me yet. .50 mark, breaking point. There we are. Secure the inside line once again. I'm gonna say it all over again, but if you wanna defend your position, be sure you take that inside line tight and nice. A little bit later on the brakes right there, but it worked pretty nice. There is a car in front of us, and I can't really say who's that, but I believe we will be lapping someone. This is not P1. Hopefully it will be nice lapping here. I don't want any contact fighting in the second position with 2 guys right on my tail. Nice and easy through the inside. Let's just pray that he's not gonna hit us. Okay, he backs off a little bit, but we have to take this corner from inside, and it's not really that easy. Let's see how the P3 and the P4 is gonna get through, and it seems they both are through the guy by the lap down. We pretty much hoped for, you know, they will lose some time with him, but it seems like blue flag worked pretty nice for all of us, so there we are. It seems like our tires still have some grip left for next upcoming 3 or 2 laps. At least let's hope. As far as I know and can remember, oh, we have even downshifted to the second gear for the better traction right there, and it worked. We are faster on the exit from the corner. So far as I know, there was no contact at all. We are at 0. No, there was 1 actually, right? There was 1. Off track, I believe. I'm not really sure. Just really low amount of contact and off going. Again, that inside, and the P4 is trying to use a different racing line. This is what you have to do if you want to overtake. Take the different racing line. If you're gonna stay right behind the car you're chasing, you will never get front. You need to surprise him, but nice and clean, fair and square. These are rules in iRacing. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, other videos, Facebook, Twitter. You can post comments below the video, and let's get ready for the finish of the race. Of course, like, subscribe, and as I said, comment below. Last 2 laps of the race, the car in the lead, 13 seconds lead. The P3 just 0.2 of the second and 1 second for the P4, so it's really tight and anything can be happening. We are secure. These first 4 drivers are pretty much secure that if there is no collision, it will be just these 2nd, 3rd and 4th will, you know, buy the positions. Let's see who bets the most. Nicely, calm, going through this corner. Really nice, and the P3 has to defend his position to the P4. That's what we need. We need some room to confidently and just in a calm way and just, you know, finish the race 2nd place, iRacing. That would be awesome. Even though not the best result, I've already won the race in Mazda Cup in Season 2. There we are, nice exit. Even though a little bit unstable there, we are lacking of grip on our tires for not for just a little bit, and there we go, a little bit wild there, but still P3 has to be defending his position, so it gives us some room, so he's not as that aggressive, but we needed to fix that slip there, and they are able to approach by 0.7 of the second, both of them. Let's see how I'm gonna take this, and it's gonna be really nice on the exit. I believe that slipstream will not be that much of a difference here, but we have some issues and they have been solved. Okay, this is checker flag and we have made it to the finish. Really nice. Please like, subscribe and comment below the video. This was Unreal-GamingHD, and let's see you with next iRacing video. Take care guys, peace.